What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and this is going to be another score challenge video. Right now we are on score challenge number 2, and this is called Splitting Arrows. You must get 92,000 points or more and defeat Dark Hawkeye. I'm going to start out by saying the most important tip is to fight the mini-bosses along with this boss. This is referred to as 2 or 3 birding a boss, depending on how many mini-bosses are along with him in the battle. For this particular skill challenge, we will be taking on 2 mini-bosses along with Dark Hawkeye. This is the best way to increase your score, but some of the other tips include team-up bonuses, and with Hawkeye, Black Widow is one of the best team-up bonuses. And another thing is called Quartermaster, and that's if you use 5 items in a battle. Yet another thing you can do to increase your score is to go ahead and overkill the boss. An epic overkill is always best. Then you want to finish the boss battle as quickly as possible. For this particular boss, we ended up using Hawkeye and Union Jack. And I wouldn't necessarily recommend this team up, but I wanted to try these two out once again, because I used them back in Team Spotlight, and I loved all the attacks that they get. You may want to use a character that gets a big team-up bonus like Black Widow, or someone that can do a ton of damage, like Thor or Havoc. I also decided to use the Scrapper Power Armor for this one, and of course the Coulson's Revenge is equipped. When you use Hawkeye in this one, you probably don't want to go in with the blaster. The only reason I have Hawkeye as a blaster is for my hero bonus in PvP, and I don't like to mess with it too much unless I have to. I felt like I really didn't have to in this one. That's mainly because we have a protect weapon on our agent. So he does have the Blade of the Guardian, and then he has the Trigger Man. So he's going to be counterattacking quite a bit. Then we also have the Coulson's Revenge, which does huge damage, and it gives us coordinated attack. On Hawkeye's turn, we're going to use Pinpoint Target. Whenever you fire on someone with Pinpoint Target, you can gain rapid fire, and you'll continue to attack them. And the only reason we targeted that tactician was we were trying to stun him. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and he gained tactical maneuvers. Now after he takes both of his turns, we're going to get Union Jack a turn, and he can start building up on his preemptive strikes. With Union Jack's abilities, you can go ahead and gain a preemptive strike against ranged, melee, and defensive actions. So I really do like this character a lot, and I've liked him ever since he first came out. The only problem is he doesn't have a stun, and he's not stealthy. Maybe with a P5 Tactician Phoenix, he'll at least get a chance to have some stealthy type attacks, because she'll make his attacks psychic energy from time to time. Well, at least it's something to think about in the future. Right now they're getting a ton of attacks in a row, and you pretty much have to be ready to weather this storm. One of the best methods is doing what I'm doing, and that's using a protect weapon on your agent. But you have to make sure he can withstand all these attacks as well. And another good thing to do is to have some counterattacks along with that protect weapon. That way they actually end up paying for attacking you so much. Against normal opponents, sometimes I could just leave the battle and come back and they'll be all dead. And that's due to my counterattacks. Unfortunately, some bosses are stealthy. There you go, our agent's pretty weak right there, and they actually get a coordinated attack and almost finish him. That would have been a pretty big disaster, and we probably would have lost the battle. It was at that moment that I thought maybe I should have brought in Phoenix. I'm not sure about using her for the score challenge, but if you're just trying to beat this boss and you're having trouble, you may want to bring Phoenix in, especially if they end up taking too many actions and finishing your agent before you even get a turn. Phoenix oftentimes will guarantee that you get at least one turn with your character. Now right here you're seeing Hawkeye's barrage of attacks. He's going to gain rapid fire at least a couple times, and do some major damage on Dark Widow. In fact, he almost finishes her. So we're hoping that we can finish her off with Union Jack on his turn. Right now Union Jack's preemptively countering ranged attacks with the Service Revolver. We're going to go ahead and use Over the Top, and then he'll counter defensive actions, which I believe Moonstone does throughout the battle. So now he will preemptively counter pretty much any action, whether it be melee like that, ranged, or a defensive action. And there you see it right after I was just talking about it. So that's one thing that makes Union Jack pretty awesome. On my agent's turn, we have to go ahead and use a heal once again, since he's pretty injured. So let's use a shawarma. And then on Hawkeye's turn, we're going to put pinpoint target on the boss. And then we're going to use another heal, so let's use a lost page. And that's just to be safe. Right after Dark Hawkeye finishes his turn, we're going to place flanked on him with the level 9 ability from Union Jack. But first, we do preemptively counter with the Royal Arms. And you get that from his first ability, Service Revolver, as I mentioned earlier. Our agent is also going to counterattack with the Blade of the Guardian, and then Union Jack joins in with an allied forces. So that's quite a few attacks, and that's what this team is known for, and that's why I called them Relentless Assault back in an old episode of Team Spotlight. And I'll go ahead and leave a link for that on the screen. Now that we've used V for victory, we're going to go ahead and get an extra attack and single target attacking Dark Hawkeye. On top of that, we put Moonstone really close to death. So on this counterattack, we may finish her. Nope, she stays alive with just 55 health. And Dark Hawkeye is also extremely low. So we should be able to set up an overkill on him. Let's go ahead and use Coulson's Revenge for the biggest hit that our agent can put on him. I'm guessing that we're just going to get a regular overkill. And that's exactly the outcome. Now on Hawkeye's turn, we're going to put pinpoint target on Moonstone. And then let Union Jack finish her off. And that's just in case he would miss and then she would get an extra turn. So let's go ahead and finish it with a Service Revolver. And that's going to be the end of the battle. Now for the score in the moment of truth. We get 94,000 and perfection. So that's just enough to finish Score Challenge 2. And that was on our first try, so that's pretty good. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I really hope that the tips helped. Lastly, I want to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I'll be posting the other 2 score challenges in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. Thank you once again, good luck, and take care.